A lot of streamers nowadays will want to capture video from devices that aren't initially recognized by their PC. This might include devices such as video games consoles, so a PS5 or an Xbox or something like that, or even a DSLR camera that you would like to use as a very high-end webcam. If you were just to take these devices and plug them into your system would not recognize them as video capture devices. They wouldn't be able to understand the data that's coming from those devices, and they wouldn't be able to interpret it as video data. It just wouldn't work. So what you need is an additional piece of hardware called a video capture card. And this capture card takes that raw information from your video game console or your camera or another source of video footage, and it encodes it into a language that your PC will understand and the OBS Studio will understand also. When we're in OBS Studio, if I go to try and add, if I've plugged a PlayStation or a DSLR camera into my computer and I try to add that as a source, it will not appear in this menu here because the data is not understandable for your PC. Once you hook it through a video capture card, then it will appear in this menu here and you can use it as a video input capture device. So, a capture card looks a little bit like this, and from the capture card, we need to send that information to your desktop. The way that this is set up is you take a HDMI cable from your initial device, be it your PlayStation or your camera or whatever. In this case, we'll use a PS5. So I'm going to take my HDMI cable, I'm going to attach it from my PS5 to my video capture card. Then, to be able to play the PS5, we need that HDMI cable to go to a monitor, right? So we're going to send that information to a monitor, and we're going to pretend our monitor is off screen here because that's really not relevant, but we need that to be hooked up so that I can actually play the PS5. Not only is there going to be a cable from your capture card to your monitor, but we need to be sending the same information to your desktop, to your operating system. So we're going to set up usually a USB cable from your capture card to your system. And that's going to send the video capture to your computer in a language that it understands. This one here, this HDMI to your monitor, your system will not understand that information because it's not being encoded. But this particular connection here, via USB, has encoded video footage that is being sent to your computer, and it will be able to understand as video input, which is exactly what we need. So USB connection from your video capture card to your desktop. And then once you go to add your source in OBS Studio, it will appear in this list here under the name of the capture card. So when we go to Photoshop again, this is the Elgato HD60S. So when I go to add the source in my OBS Studio, I'll go to add a video capture device. I'll go OK, and then under this menu, it will say Elgato HD60S, just like you would with a webcam. Pretty simple. Then from then on in, obviously, your computer will upload that data to your streaming platform. So this is a very basic understanding of what video capture cards do. They take that information from a source that usually does not transmit the data in a way that your PC will understand. They manipulate that data to change it to something that your computer understands, and then you can watch your PlayStation footage, your camera footage on your system, host it on OBS Studio, and then upload it to YouTube and Twitch as a video capture device.